This is Soni Aralynn, and you are now listening to the Anime Assembled podcast with your host, Indy Uchiha and John Forsaken Powers.
Welcome. You already know what it is. Episode 24, I think. John's nodding his head, so it must be 24. Season 2, episode 24 of Anime Assembled. And if you guys are wondering why this is happening now instead of like later, why it's all dark, we normally do this early in the morning. That Spider-Man trailer just dropped, and I'm recording this right afterwards. So don't worry about it. I can't do this show at all without my co-host. So you know how I got to bring it in. The human manga encyclopedia himself, my Asian friend, John Forsaken Powers. You like the stank I put on Asian friend.
Yeah. You know, really had to flare it up, you know.
I want to give a shout out to you. I was talking to Mr. Perez, the one who runs, you know what I'm saying, A+ Opinions, and he just wanted me to tell you how thankful he is to have someone who is as knowledgeable as you on the team in your field, and he appreciates everything that you do with the Anime Assembled Instagram.
That's awesome.
This episode has a little bit of a different vibe to it because you know normally if we do an interview, we do it at the end.
Right.
We're going to do it at the beginning this time because the person we have is
right.
also knowledgeable in manga and anime, and he said he even hang around with us. Okay. I keep telling y'all this month for me is talking about hip-hop's influence on Asian culture and hip-hop and different stuff like that. So we haven't had a hip-hop artist on here yet, have we?
I mean, we had you. We have you.
I don't count.
Okay.
I don't count.
All right, yeah.
Because I want to tell you a little something about Gary, Indiana's own Intel the Brain. He has a great project right now on all streaming services. No matter what DPS is on, you can stream it right now. Kamikage 0.5. You can already tell what it's influenced by, right?
Easily. If you don't, then you sleeping on everything anime straight up.
Can you look at the picture and tell me who his favorite clan is?
I don't know, man. There's a lot going on there, but I mean, what? It's gonna have to be the Uchihas, don't it?
All right. Can you look at his eyes in the picture and tell me who his favorite Uchiha is?
Oh, it's probably Sasuke, isn't it?
No, can I give you a hint?
Yeah, I'm not good with the eyes for the Uchiha.
Let me give you a hint. He only needed one eye to activate his Susanoo.
Wait, is that Itachi's? Straight up?
No,
it's Obito then.
Nah.
Damn.
Welcome
Welcome
Intel the Brain to the show. See, you're not
great to be here, man.
You're not as much as an anime buff when it comes to Naruto like I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know. And it's probably a lot of
Uchiha in the land, man.
Oh.
It's a lot of people who actually probably got that wrong as well because it's not somebody that you would have saw appear in the anime.
Nope.
He's a legend.
Oh. Is it
he appears only in the manga and in the video games.
He's like that he's basically like considered like the strongest or whatever. I forgot his fucking name. Yeah.
Mr. Shisui Uchiha.
There you go. Yeah, Shisui.
Man.
The reason why I know that name is because we always call him Shishi. Because he reminds me of Chi-Chi for the name. But he's supposed to be like the strongest Uchiha or whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yep. The owner of the Koto Amatsukami.
Okay.
The jutsu that can literally rewrite your memory.
Oh, snaps. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, this is where my knowledge is kind of, you know, I'm not good with, you know, with the eyes. I'm not good with like certain characters and stuff like that. But I'm good with the very general. Not, you know, I could give you names of anime and stuff like that. But when you want to get into, you know, like that kind of stuff, it gets a little tough, you know, touch and go.
Okay. But welcome to the show, Intel.
Yes, welcome.
I appreciate you guys having me.
It's no problem, man. You're what I always tell you, you're a shinobi from the village hidden in the G.
In the G, yo.
The village of the Steel City. Yeah.
Okay.
T-shirts need to be made soon.
Real talk, they
I
do.
got you
We
other
gonna
one.
get them. We gonna get them together. We got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Definitely. Listen to the entire album.
Okay.
Heavily anime influenced. If you don't know, there's a track on their name, Susanoo, and then right after it, there's a track called Lucia Anthem. So
Okay. There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
it is very heavily anime influenced. What is that something? Well, first, let me get into the simple questions. What influenced you the most when it comes to anime? Like, is that something that you always been into, or is this something that you know what I'm saying you just got put onto?
Honestly, I've always been into anime, and I have my uncle Lee to thank for that because I still remember to this day when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and he had me sitting watching Dragon Ball Z with him, and I saw Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time. Like the first ball movie I ever saw in was watched The World Strongest, and we watched Cooler's Revenge that same night. And after that, it was like I was hooked. I had to be like, and even and most kids they see Dragon Ball like, oh, I want to be Goku. First thing I saw, I'm like, I want to be Gohan because I saw just
Okay.
how
Okay.
latent his potential was. Even that young, I'm like, damn, he's a little kid and he battling these adults like this. I need to be like him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well,
And
how does that relate to?
that definitely was the catalyst.
Okay, how does that
Go
relate
ahead.
to in your music? Because I do feel like sometimes, and for anybody who don't check out his music, go search Intel the Brain and just listen to it yourself. You understand what I'm talking about. I can hear that in your music where you feel like people don't understand the hidden potential that you actually have. I've heard you spaz out on tracks, different flows. It seems like to me you understand musicality. You understand sonically how something's supposed to sound. And is
Mm-hmm.
it how do you feel how much of this when it comes to anime and manga actually affects what you write?
Honestly, it honestly makes a huge impact because in my head, I'm like, even when I'm writing music, I'm thinking like, where can I squeeze an anime reference into this? Because I know that anime, it's like so largely known nowadays that you're not going to really walk down the street without running into somebody that understands anime referencing, or you might say a certain line from an anime and somebody recognizes it. So it's kind of cool when you're able to throw that reference in and you got those few people that hear it and they're like, oh, I saw what you did there. But in the same breath, it helps to create more of a mysterious feel to your music because you might have somebody that's not an anime fan and they hear a particular line you said like, "Ooh, that's cool," but who is he talking about? And so they go in to look up exactly who the character is or whatever it is you referenced, and you may have just created a new anime fan just by doing that.
I get you. I get you. That's pretty dope. But it's
What's
it's
up?
like, did you have a question, John? Or you want me to
No,
just keep going?
that's what's up. Yeah, keep going.
Okay. It seems like everybody that's in your camp is fans of anime. Is that something where y'all came together and then understood that y'all had a love for music too, or was something that like you decided you wanted to put everybody onto?
Um, Honestly, with Awesome Game, we all kind of sort of had a passion for anime prior to us even clicking up, if you will. But for the most part, I can say that since we've been a team, I kind of have been putting them on to more and more anime. Nonchalant Roddy is another one that's like real heavy on anime. He just put me on game to this website where it has almost every anime you could ever freaking imagine. Like when I'm not working, I'm sitting on that website. It's I think it's called WCO Stream or something like that. But yeah, like we all have been pretty heavy with the animated. Storm is kind of sort of getting into it still. You know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend, he's the one that's real heavy into it. Like he's getting me into Jujutsu Kaisen. and everything now.
You
so
gonna enjoy that one?
You know,
God tier.
Enjoy that one.
God tier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of the. I've already seen like the first 3 episodes, and I'm suck in. And he showed me some of like the major fights, bro.
Straight
I'm
cold.
I'm definitely locked in. That's one of them shows I want to binge watch.
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy, man. Now, when it comes to hip hop influence on the anime culture, right, and then the Western influence of anime, anime is something that just became popular because before it was something that looked like nerdy, geeky, something that people shouldn't really do because it's for
Frowned
kids.
upon.
I don't understand how they ever thought anime was for kids, but
Blood
they never
Seed or
saw
Blood
Akira.
Plus. Yeah,
Akira, 8-Man, Fist of the North Star. I mean,
exactly.
Dude, even OG Berserk.
Okay.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Man, OG Berserk, bro, man.
Right. Like that's for kids. Okay, I don't know what you showing your kids, but
Sure
that
thing,
should not
buddy.
be it.
Look, even OG Dragon Ball, even OG Dragon Ball wasn't for kids. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, they were
Boomer,
blowing
friggin',
people
It
up.
really
I'll
was.
show you something if you give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
like, what do I?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about the line. What do I care about your dirty old fatty?
For real.
Nah, but like it wasn't even Toonami. It was Ronin Warriors coming on channel 2060U at like 5 o'clock in the morning that got me back into anime hard because I used to watch it before school. And I remember I used to be a real fan of Voltron, and that was like and I was a fan of Ninja Turtles. And to me, that was like the best of both worlds because I got both in one show. Right. And that's what put me back on the anime train. After that, it was Cowboy Bebop, Trigun. I got into Dragon Ball late. Like, I didn't even get to Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, and I went back and watched Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. So I got to watch everything else first. What would you say was your anime that pulled you in, that got you watching everything?
For the longest, I'm not gonna front, I was just a huge Dragon Ball Z head, and then Naruto came along, and I would watch those two when I was coming up. But I could say what really got me into exploring what different anime it was a pretty deep. It was connection. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, it was this movie called Chimera. Pronounced like but it's spelled like Chimera, and it really messed with my head, like the whole plot of the movie and everything. And it really got me realizing, like, okay, anime gets deep. Like, there's actually decent story in this stuff, not just dope action scenes.
Right.
And that it just really went from there. After I got into that, I started checking out the anime that don't really have action in it, but has decent story. Like, a real good one I got into was My Bride is a Mermaid. It's a pretty good one. It's got a deep story, but it's funny as hell.
Dude, it'll get you cracking throughout every single episode, straight up.
Yeah.
What was yours for a second? What was the anime that got you into anime? It's probably a little bit easy for you.
The original, easy. It was Gundam Wing, straight up. The very first show I did, it was Gundam Wing, and then obviously I had to hit everything else. Everything else had to get hit up afterwards.
Well, Gundam, you can understand. That's a series I still ain't ready for.
Really, Gundam Wing, dude, it's so good, and it's kind of messed up because like the mecha genre of anime is kind of, I wouldn't say frowned upon, but it's not as hyped up as everything else, you know? And basically, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's just another Gundam, or it's not as good as Gundam. But there's a whole bunch of good mecha animes out there, and it's just like, man, y'all missing out.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I love the mech animes. It's just the original Mobile Suit Gundam. There are so many dang on seasons of that.
Dude,
like, I'm still trying to catch up on One Piece, bro. But Gundam takes the cake.
Have fun with that. I just caught up with One Piece, and what I did was to catch up with it. The first 800 episodes, I watched reviewers break it down, and then I just started watching after that.
Dude, I swear you could probably.
I'm not mad. because I was at that point where I'm like, should I do this?
I remember I watched a TikTok about
having
this.
the reviewers do it, that's definitely heavy.
Yeah, I watched a TikTok about someone breaking down how long it would take them to watch anime, and it was basically like they had to watch in order to catch up. It would still take them like half a year with only 1 hour of break in a whole day. They couldn't do nothing else but watch One Piece. That was it, and it still took them like 6 months. Yeah, just straight watch it. It was ridiculous. So no, I feel that 100%.
That's too much. That's too much.
Right? There's like what? It's on episode 1,000 or something right now. It's wild.
Yeah, it's on like it's closing in on 1,100 episodes, I think.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's
I can't remember exactly. It's up there.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. So what's man, what? So you're watching Jujutsu Kaisen right now, right? And other stuff. So you're staying up with most of the current anime, but I see how anime has influenced you. Like when I say how anime and mangas influenced you in here with your music and stuff like that. But how do you feel about the influence of hip hop and our culture on Asian culture, and then people like us over here not able to, you know what I'm saying, be working, or our stories being told from a, you know what I'm saying, a direction in order to be sufficient and honorable, you know what I'm saying, to us. And I say that as like, think of a amazing anime. I love this freaking anime, Kuroko no Basket, right? It's literally about a guy that went to the US, learned how to play basketball, came back to Japan, and there's one black guy in the entire anime, the entire run. Like that
stuff like that kind of bothers me a little.
It's like I feel like
that stuff kind of bothers me just a tad.
Yeah, that's why
it definitely should.
That's why I feel like it's great for companies like Noir Caesar, which is, you know what I'm saying, black owned, black operated, and they're hiring people of color, people from different backgrounds and stuff like that, to create anime in order to tell our stories as truthful, you know what I'm saying, as possible. Are there characters out there who you may not relate to as far as like your background, but you relate to like the struggle they've been through?
Honestly, I'd have to say one in particular definitely would be Killer B from Naruto, because a lot of people only recognize him as the rapping Jinchuriki guy, but I mean but that's the main thing that they associate with B, but they don't really know his backstory. They don't realize that him and his brother, you know what I'm saying, they've been having a sibling rivalry thing going on. His parents didn't really they gave him, you know what I'm saying, loving and stuff like that. They cared for him and stuff, but the fact that he was a Jinchuriki, they had certain expectations of him. They expected him to be a certain way. They wouldn't let him be himself. And no matter how hard they tried, he still ended up being the person that he is. Even though he's one of the greatest ninjas in the series, he's still that rapping ninja.
I definitely get what you're saying with that.
It definitely, like I could say him. He definitely was like, he's definitely like a good example of myself, because my family, they weren't too big on me doing hip hop and doing music and everything like that growing up. If it was leveled up for my parents to decide what I was going to do for a living, I would have been a demolition specialist, bro.
I feel that. My mom still thinks I'm going to be a lawyer, doctor, president, surgeon. So I feel that 100%.
That's a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, dude, I feel that 100%. And my mom never would have guessed I would have went into security. I wouldn't have done podcasts or nothing like that. So I feel that.
Which is nuts, because your mom is a social media superstar.
Right. But my mom had the very, traditional look. Oh, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be, no, surgeon for sure. Surgeon. Oh, no, you're going to be president. I wasn't even born in the country. I'm already out blacklisted out of that. I can't even be president. No, you're going to be president. So, but it's crazy.
That's parents for you.
Yeah. But that's all you can do though. You got to be you. It's your life. That's just, who else can you be?
Yeah. Mama didn't know she was raising the Shadow Hokage of Hidden G Village.
There you go. Yeah.
I like what you did with that. That was dope.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, bro. And you already know you the Hokage. I'm the Shadow Hokage. I'm off in the cut making sure everything's smooth.
I do not want to be the Hokage. I'd rather be Boruto.
You would rather be
I'd rather
Boruto?
protect the Hokage. I do not want that
He said,
responsibility.
I'm not trying to get nerfed. I'm not trying to get nerfed.
Straight up, you are not taking my Jinchuriki out and then have me running around with no mana. It's not working.
Nah, but I mean,
I'm not
if you're watching
no
if you watch the Boruto manga, it's not going. He's still holding his own. You know what I'm saying? He's still holding his own. People forget. All I'm gonna say is they're forgetting he has Hashirama cells.
True.
That's all I'm gonna say.
True. But what happens when he loses that arm though?
It don't matter. He's still goated,
cells are still
bro.
in his body. The cells are still in his body, so
right. He's still goated.
even if he loses that arm, he's still good.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's called Naruto Next Generation. He's still goated.
It doesn't matter what happens to Naruto. He still didn't get as friggin' nerfed as Sasuke. You see how upset I am about that? They nerfed
that hurt my heart, bro.
This man has no chakra all the time.
Yeah. They just kind of they did him dirty a majority of the show, man. Like they really
did.
They're just like how much worse can we do? Let's see if we can top it this week.
Right? Nah, that's cool. That's cool. But we're getting to more with you. Before we get into that, man, there was an announcement for another Netflix is soon. We're not going to have anime. Everything is going to be live action tellings of manga. That's what it's going to end up being.
Yeah, they're just going to.
That's what it's leaning towards. Yeah.
But man, this comes to us from Variety. So let's check this out right quick. Right, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Of course, we know that's getting a live action anime, but the Avatar: Last Airbender Netflix live action series canceled its Uncle Iroh. I brutalize these names all the time. Gyatso and Commander
Gyatso.
The Avatar: The Last Airbender live action series at Netflix has cast 3 roles with production of the series now underway. Paul Sung Young Lee from Kim's Convenience and The Mandalorian. He was great in The Mandalorian, by the way. And he was great in Kim's Convenience.
Oh yeah, he murked that role in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, will play Uncle Iroh, a retired Fire Nation general and the wise and nurturing mentor to his hot-headed nephew, Prince Zuko, Lim K-Soo, Anna and the King, and Night Watch. Those are 2 great castings already for them. Because when they showed me who they had playing Prince Zuko, I was like, dog, he looks just like him. And of course, come on now, Paul looks exactly like Unc, man. Like they got that perfect.
Dude, he even acts like him.
Yeah,
he does. He really does.
Lim Queen Say, you know what I'm saying, will play Gatso, a kind and caring air nomad monk who is the guardian father figure and best friend of Aang. And Kung Lao from Star Wars The Force Awakens will play Commander Zhao, a scheming and ambitious Fire Nation military officer who's eager to leverage the unexpected encounter when a desperate Prince Zuko to advance his personal goals. The trio joins previously announced cast members Gordon Comer as Aang, Kai Wintio as Katara. You know, it's like when you can't say a name, how you get lower and it just sounds like you say it right. Ian Osiris, Sokka, Dallas Lewis Zuko, and Daniel Day Kim as Fire Lord Oza. In addition, Netflix announced the production of the series would take place using a new virtual production volume designed and operated by Pixamondo Virtual Production. The 23,000 square foot stage is 84 feet across and 28 feet high with over 3,000 LED panels. It is the same type of technology used to make shows like Netflix's The Midnight Sky and perhaps most famously Disney's The Mandalorian. Variety recently revealed a similar virtual stage in the use of the Hulu series How I Met Your Father. Why they're using that for How I Met Your Father, I don't know, but whatever. We are thrilled to start production on this incredible project, and we're especially excited to work with the technology vendors at PXO to create the wondrous world of Avatar: The Last Airbender, using the most advanced techniques available to filmmakers anywhere in the world. Along with Kim Ryebacks and Damlin and Lindsay's Laborte executive produce, along with Michael Gao. Roseanne Ling is co-executive producer, and Gao and Ling are also directors of the show, as are Jabari Rasani and Jet Wilkinson. Now that we have, which to me, okay, it's important to cast the main characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's more important to cast these roles because these are the characters that actually influence where our other characters end up at. I'll throw this to you first, Forsaken. How do you feel about these castings?
I love the castings, especially dude. As soon as you sent me that and I saw his face and I saw Avatar, I was like, dude, it's game over. They already got the perfect casting. But go on.
No, go ahead.
What I am worried about is when it was a few months back or whatever, they said that the original writers for Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series, they left the show due to creative differences with Netflix. And that's what's got me scared. Because, I mean, granted, you can have an amazing cast, but if you M. Night Shyamalan Avatar: The Last Airbender again, it don't matter what your cast is. They can act the heck out of that script. But
took the words right out of my mouth, bro.
Mm-hmm. It worries me, but I'm gonna be super excited at the fact that we're gonna see Appa back on the big screen, seeing him as Uncle Iroh. That's gonna be clutch for me.
Nah, I definitely get you on that. How did you feel about that? About the casting from what you say?
Honestly, the casting, man, is dope. It's truly dope how they got the casting together. And like you had said earlier, the guy they got cast in to play Zuko, he really does look like a real life version of Zuko. Like they really did a good job with this one as far as picking their cast members. And you know what I'm saying? I have no doubts that the actors and actresses are gonna sell the hell out of their role. But like Forsaken just said, the fact that the original writers left the team because of creative differences, you know what I'm saying? You read between the lines, that basically means that they were trying to change up their show too much. They were trying to change up the original story too much. And that gives me the idea that we might end up with another Full Metal Alchemist situation. And you know that anybody that saw the live action Full Metal Alchemist knows, like, if you've seen both series, you know, if you've seen and Brother, I would not do justice. But I mean, I'm gonna stay open-minded to it. I'm gonna definitely keep an open mind for the sake of the fact that at least the original writers had a hand in it, at least in the beginning.
Okay.
I feel that.
So I'm looking forward to seeing it because like it's Avatar, you know?
Yeah.
So but all in all, like if it ends up being a flop, I will be disappointed, but it's to be expected. It's Netflix, let's just be real.
But they get some things right.
They didn't do too bad with Bleach.
No, Bleach was actually
I enjoyed Bleach a lot. So I feel you that I'll give them the benefit
that
of
wasn't
the doubt
bad.
too.
It was not bad.
I'm gonna let the show speak for itself, but at the same time, I'm not gonna have these crazy high expectations. Like it's not gonna be on the same level as Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, my thing is it with
oh no, not at all.
If you look at being on a stage, production stage similar to what they use for Mandalorian, you know that the world is going to look right as far as it is, because they did an incredible job of Mandalorian. I still feel like this is something that Disney was doing. I probably trust it a little bit more, but the way Netflix is going about their other ones like Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece, it's got to give you some type of at least goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Going into it, like at least they know what they're doing or they're trying or whatever, you know?
Right. They definitely improve with each rendition of
Yeah.
live action that they do.
So that's cool with that. I'm not tripping on that at all. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens when we get to it, because it's a minute before it's gonna come out.
Amen. As long as they don't pull something like, oh, the Fire Nation needs like a fire next to them in order to actually use their bending, I'm gonna be cool with it.
All right.
You know.
I could definitely get you on that. Now.
Oh yeah, no, that would definitely be irritating.
Right.
That'd be very irritating. But I mean, the Water Nation has to have water. Yeah, because they should be able to create fire just from out of thin air.
I mean, the Water Tribe, dude, they could pull the water from the water vapor in the air. So I mean, the Fire Nation should be able to pull the warmth out their body like they did in the show. Come on now.
Well, I got something that, if that might have you a little down and you don't know what they're gonna do with that, right? I got something that'll probably bring you a little bit of happiness. For me, I have been into, this is probably the first manga that I read, and this is probably the first thing that I watched. I actually was into this more than I was into Dragon Ball. Everybody was into Dragon Ball Z. This was my thing right here. And I want to see how happy you guys get about this right quick, because the Bleach creator celebrates the manga's return with new art. Bleach has kept itself in the years since the manga ended, but the hit series flared to life over a year ago. If you did not know, Taichi Kubo took fans by surprise when he shared the anime was making a big comeback. Not only is this the story's final arc heading to the TV, but Ichigo returned to print when Kubo dropped a big new chapter this summer. And now, some new cover art for Bleach has gone live. The update comes straight from Kubo himself, as the artist posted his cover art for the fans. The manga creator confirmed Bleach's one-shot is being released as a standalone comic, and the digital release needed some cover art. Now, this looks pretty cool, right? What you see so far?
Yeah.
Looks like Ichigo's pops, right?
Yeah, and it looks like he even got the buzz cut going too, just like his dad.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
This is the cover. How do y'all feel about Ichigo's new look?
Dude, he looks clean,
sick.
bro.
That's sick, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Hair slick back instead of like on his face. He looks like he's a little bit older, taking things a little bit more serious, you know?
Dude, if I could rock that haircut, I would. I would straight up get that cut.
Yeah. As you can see above,
I used to have that haircut.
As you can see above, the artwork gives a new take on Ichigo that has fans buzzing big time. The Soul Reaper still rocking his bright orange hair, but is styled back in a fresh new way. Kubo went to add shading to Ichigo's face, which makes him look rather sinister. It doesn't help that the hero is looking down, giving off a smile with a sly twist. The rest of the artwork comes together with Kubo's pinning on Ichigo's robes, and Bleach fans are loving this aged up design. After all, most Bleach's diehard fans grew up with the Soul Reaper and are now older than Ichigo was in high school. The hero has grown much the same, and Kubo explored some of that in his latest chapter. After all, the update checked in on Ichigo ahead of a big Soul Society festival, and the man's son ended the one-shot on a tense note. Now, Soul Reapers are headed to yet another conflict, and Ichigo will have to surpass his own limits if he wants to save his son. Yeah.
I felt that.
Okay.
Ooh.
That gave me chills.
Man.
Yeah, that gave me chills, bro.
So we got Ichigo having to save his son. How do y'all feel about that? I mean, about where this stories is going, and do you believe that's something that you actually want to read or see or seen put in animated? You know what I'm saying, in some type of way. Let's start with for second less time. Let's start with Intel.
That makes me want to finish watching Bleach even more, because I've been touch and go with like finishing watching it, man, because I knew it was over, and it's like, nah, I don't have to worry about rushing to finish it. Now I got to hurry up and finish it. I definitely got to now.
For real, dude. I'm 100% hyped. Like straight up, I would be okay with this being a movie. I'd be okay with this being like its own spin-off OVA series. But this is definitely going to have to be animated in some way, shape, or form, especially if they're doing the final arc coming to, I think it's coming to Netflix. So if they're doing the final arc, they're going to have to do the rest of it, you know? And if all of this does well, they might even do the Fear the New, what is it? Fear the New World or something like that. It's called the sequel to everything. Cause I know that's popping off. I know in the Bleach Brave Souls mobile game that I used to play, they actually commissioned Tite Kubo to come in and do some original artwork and original script writing for the game, and do that. It's popping off. So if they can do well with all this stuff, they have to bring in the rest. Like they have to.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, definitely have to.
I would even go and see this in a movie. Like it's straight up, if they do like a really big movie for it or something like that, I would pay money to see that release.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm all for it. Like, Bleach for me is part of the big three. It's one of my top three. My top three changed a little bit. Naruto is definitely one. Like the entire series, Naruto, Shippuden. I lump all that together. So I know some people separate it, but for me, it's all together. Right. Slime is my number 2, and Bleach is my 3. If I had to choose 3 anime or manga to take with me, it'd be those 3.
I feel that.
Not a bad choice.
Right.
Yeah.
All clean choices.
Yeah, slime is, I don't know what it is about slime. That's just my favorite isekai, whatever the word is.
Isekai, yeah. Dude.
Isekai, that's my favorite isekai.
That's definitely in my top 3 as well, for sure.
All right. Nobody has any more to say about that. I want to go into the next one. This episode is ending a little bit longer than what we normally do. But we have the great Intel the Brain here. Make sure you go stream his music.
Yeah.
Just search Intel the Brain, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to your music at. Google Music. Does anybody use Google Play Music anymore? I don't know. I think
Google Play. I think Google Play Music got merged with some other company. If I'm not mistaken.
YouTube Music or something like that.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, while y'all streaming that, make sure y'all stream that Susanoo that's featuring the great Indi Uchiha as well.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Still got to do a video to that. We should do a video to that.
Oh yeah, that AMV is not doing it justice. We got to do an actual video.
Yeah, we got to do a video to that like soon. Holla at me. We'll try to get that done.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Naruto, we're coming off of Xbox's 20th anniversary. They just released the Halo multiplayer. They released a whole bunch of games back compatible. Xbox is doing pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? But Fortnite said, "Hold my beer," and Fortnite is known for having huge collaborations, right?
Yeah.
They did the Avengers. They do all types of movie. They had that guy do a concert inside of Fortnite. But
yeah, they had a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But this is what's interesting to me. Now, Naruto is in Fortnite. Naruto Cross Fortnite is finally here. I never go back on my word. That is my ninja way. And I'm glad that they didn't just put my ninja way, that they actually put Nindu in there. You know what I'm saying? Nindo.
Yeah, that's dope. That added the aesthetic.
Yeah, straight from the mind of Masashi Kishimoto. I always brutalize his name too. I don't pronunciate anybody's names right, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. The much-loved characters of the anime series Naruto Shippuden. Shippuden arrive in Fortnite. The wait is over. Naruto Uzumaki, the #1 most unpredictable ninja and Jinchuriki host of the all-powerful Nine Tails Beast, is ready, along with the rest of Team 7, to take you through the victory royale. Accompanying Naruto are the other members of Team 7. Notice that there's a member of Team 7 missing in here. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
And to me, a big member. Sasuke Uchiha, experienced with an impressive visual jutsu of the Sharingan and one of the last surviving members of the Uchiha clan. That was a dope definition. I could dig that. Sakura Hanaru, doe-eyed for Sasuke. This already starting off wrong.
Cringe.
She has taken her fiery inner voice depth control of chakra and extreme strength to become one of the greatest kunoichi. I can dig that last part, but they had to say doe-eyed for Sasuke. They couldn't just let her
exactly like
let her vibe do her thing. No,
and
exactly.
of course,
And not even bring up the fact she's a medical ninja.
yeah.
right.
This is Shippuden. It's not like it's Naruto. They're talking about Shippuden. She is trained by one of the, you know what I'm saying, 3 great seinen.
Sonic, yeah.
Kakashi Hadate, known as the copy ninja for his depth skill in copying almost any jutsu he sees in the shinobi world using his second-hand Sharingan.
Secondhand.
Why did they have to say
Obito
like
sitting
that?
in the corner like, am I a joke to you?
I gave him that. It's not like he took it from. Wow.
Oh.
Always wanted to channel your inner ninja and play as a member of Team 7. How about dropping onto the island on the back of Kurama, the nine-tailed beast? Well, now is your chance, teleporting their way into the item shop. Or they have a 7th Hokage variant style for Naruto. They have a snake sword pickaxe for Sasuke. They have a variant style for Sakura. And they have a Black Ops Kakashi. Well, we all know everybody's running around in Black Ops Kakashi.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
They got different bling. You can have a Pakun backpack, a demon sword shuriken. Now, so these are all the backpacks you can carry around.
Okay.
The hidden leaf loaf cloth and the scroll backpack bling. So they're getting money from us.
Mhm.
Here's the who was that for? That's Naruto pack bling. Here's the Naruto pickaxes. That's interesting, especially this one right here. That was used by a certain member of the Akatsuki.
Yeah, that was used by Hidan.
Yeah.
And it says, I was wondering if somebody was going to read it. Hidan Scythe, which is crazy that you have Hidan Scythe in here, but you wouldn't have
but
other
not
characters.
him. Right.
Naruto's glider and emotes. So he comes in flying on the back of Kurama, but I wonder if he's in Nine Tails mode when he comes out, because it's going to look weird if he comes out just as Naruto riding on the back of Kurama.
At least gonna be kind of
at least he's riding on his back instead of like underneath him and he's hanging onto his feet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a nice touch for that one. My thing is, where is Sai?
That's what I was gonna say. No Sai. Team 7, but no Sai.
Right.
If you're gonna use the
I mean, I know he was a Johnny come lately, but he's still Team 7.
Right. And what about what's his face? Yamamoto, I think his name was.
Yamato.
Yeah, Yamato. Yeah. There you go. The guy who took over for Kakashi for that little bit. Where'd he go?
He's one of the few wood style users. They need to give him justice too.
Right.
But I mean, hey. But then again, you got to think about it. It may have been a contracting issue as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, they had who they could actually have availability to, and it's probably why they're using Shippuden instead of using regular Naruto or Boruto characters too.
Right. It's also for popularity too. Those are like the popular ones of the group.
Nah, if that was the case, it would have been like Sasuke. It would have been it'd have been a bunch of different characters. It wouldn't have been those four.
But they got Sasuke.
If it was for the sake of if it was for the sake of popularity, I'll be honest, they probably would have used like end of Shippuden team 7. You know what I'm saying? They would have gave us two Sharingan Kakashi. They'd have gave us Sage of Six Paths Naruto. They'd have gave us Ren Sharingan Sasuke, all that.
But I can understand why they do that though, because if you got everybody running around with those characters, that's got to be horrible for the server.
Yeah,
all the detail on those different characters and stuff like
and you gotta also think of like the I wouldn't say the renown, but more, I guess those are the more popular images of those characters. Even the more generic viewers and stuff will know those versions of those characters versus like the Two-Eye Kakashi. Like, not many people know that version.
I don't know about you.
True.
But this is the most popular version of Sasuke.
He definitely is.
But that's
first time using the Chidori.
Right, but that's the Naruto version. They needed Shippuden,
Yeah.
But at least,
in Shippuden, Taka, but basically 5 Kage Summit, Sasuke was the one.
Because that was right after Taka. Sasuke went through so many changes in Shippuden, it was crazy.
Oh my god, unbelievable!
It's like every time you saw him, he evolved.
Right.
So
Sasuke's a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Every 5 levels he evolves.
Yeah, and Naruto was just trying to catch him. That's a nice pull. Naruto was trying to catch him. Sasuke was the Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Naruto did catch them all though. at the end.
Yeah.
Nah, what was
Yeah.
did you see the
All them
meme?
hands.
Did you see the meme where I think it was Hinata asking no, it was Sakura asking Sasuke where he was, and then he was like, I was just hanging out at Naruto's house. What not? And then Naruto's like, you sure were. And then Sasuke's like, quit
No.
playing.
No. Oh my gosh. That's
Nah, I saw
bad.
this one that had me dying. It was Sakura and Sasuke were talking, and Sasuke was like, "I can take on all of Naruto's shadow clones."
I saw that one.
And Sakura's like, "In a fight, right?" And he just standing there smiling. He's like, "In a fight, right?"
Mhm. You know, everybody knew what that shit was, man. Oh my god.
Oh man. So let me ask you a question. Fortnite is something that I feel the player base is the player base still high? I play Fortnite like
Absolutely.
It's
'cause-
still very much
Huge.
like it's huge. It's still, and it's
okay.
not just 10-year-olds anymore. It's grown men getting on there. Like you'll hear them talking crap more than the little kids now.
All right, are we so much of anime fans that this is going to have us download Fortnite? Because I ain't gonna lie, I just downloaded it to my phone. Just
It's
just
gonna make
because
me
of this.
it's definitely gonna make me re-download it because the only reason I downloaded Fortnite initially was because of the Avengers in game, not in game, but it was because of no, it was in
The
game.
Avengers that was a dope event. Everybody fighting
Mm-hmm.
Galactus or whatever it was at the end and stuff like that. That was a real dope event.
Yeah, that was dope. And they had like the Thanos battle royales and all of that going on.
Mhm.
That
That
was
was
pretty
dope.
cool.
That's what sunk me in. And I stopped playing Fortnite last year, and it like I've seen all the things going around and all the things happening. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I almost went back to it when they had Deadpool in there, but now I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to go ahead and download Fortnite again. Try to grab some new RAM for my computer because I'm only running off of 4 gigs, so it's not gonna run too well. I need to grab me a 16 gig real
Somewhere.
quick.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty cool, man. I don't know if it's gonna make me actually get back into it. Because I like the vision of what Fortnite was supposed to be at the first bat. You know what I'm saying? Where Cliff Blazinski was making it and had it where it's supposed to be like a survival horror game where you had to build, you know what I'm saying, and protect your fort from the things that were coming to attack it. That's what I was looking for. It was like Gears of War horde style, you know what I'm saying, type of
Firefight
game.
type stuff.
They still
But
have that. That's just in Save the World mode.
okay.
Yeah, but that's the part you pay for, and that's the part nobody talks about because they don't want to pay for it.
Exactly.
They just want the free
I've
stuff.
actually purchased Save the World mode, and it's dope.
Okay,
Like it's definitely worth it.
all right, then that's maybe what I need, the part of it that I actually need to get into
Yeah,
because I didn't even know that part was there.
I think they
Yeah,
dropped it down
definitely.
to like $30 or something like that now,
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm gonna
It's
pick
like
it up.
Yeah, I
it's
think
like
it's
pretty
cheap. Yeah,
cheap.
it's pretty cheap now. I caught it on a Christmas sale for like $25.
I'll wait for it
Right.
to go to Game Pass.
I wish you luck. I
Now,
don't know if
honestly,
they'll
with
put
the
that
holiday
back.
season coming up, bro, you might be able to catch a deal on
Yeah,
it.
right. You know, even Black Friday or something, they're gonna cut down a whole bunch of prices because of that alone.
All right. Well, speaking of games, I didn't know how to segue it, so I just went games and anime. Um, are we tired of Dragon Ball games yet? Because like, don't it seem like all
No.
don't it seem like all the
He got there faster than me.
yeah.
I may be terrible at them, but I still love them. You know.
All right,
Can't
don't it feel
nobody
like
whoop me in Xenoverse 2.
that's cool because
I'm trash.
I'll thrash you in fighters. So it
Oh, you got it. You got it.
so it seems like all the Dragon Ball games are the same, right? They either open world fighters or 3D fighters, or we just got our first actual good 2D fighter. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it seems like they just keep putting out the same thing over and over again. So when you hear that they're announcing another Dragon Ball game, you be like, yeah, okay, just give me more characters and fighters. You know what I'm saying? You think like support the games that are already out. And then this happens. A new horror Dragon Ball game looks like anime Dead by Daylight.
Huh.
Dragon Ball villains Cell, Boo, and Frieza might not be much of a threat to the Super Saiyan God Goku with cheese, right? But to normal non-fighting characters, they're downright terrifying. Bandai Namco harnessed the terror in Dragon Ball, that terror in Dragon Ball The Breakers, an asymmetrical survival game that pits 7 non-powered players against one all-powerful anime bad guy. In Dragon Ball The Breakers coming in 2022 to consoles and PC, 7 players or survivors are sucked into a mysterious area known as the Temporal Seam. An eighth player is cast as one of several iconic Dragon Ball villains known as the Raider, tasked with obliterating the survivors before they discover the Super Time Machine and escape. The villain player masters power throughout the match, evolving into an unstoppable force. The survivors must use vehicles, power-up items, scavenge weapons, and the power of cooperation to keep from being brutally murdered. I guess that's the time machine.
Okay.
While villain players will be limited to known Dragon Ball heavies, survivors will be able to create their own custom characters utilizing skins and decorative items earned both in-game and out of the game. The Breakers will also link. This is going to tickle Intel's fancy. The Breakers will also link save data with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, so it's likely custom characters from that action RPG will be able to be played as survivors here.
Fine, I can bring my twins out. Yes.
For a series that spawned fighting game after fighting game, Dragon Ball The Breaker sounds like a nice change of pace. The asymmetrical gameplay shades of Dead by Daylight or 2K's Evolve should make for a tense situation and really highlight the awesome power of Dragon Ball baddies. The trailer alone gives me chills. We're not going to play the trailer because the last time we played the trailer, we got flagged. Dragon Ball Breakers is due out for PlayStation 4, 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC next year. That's crazy that it's coming to the Switch.
Right.
Those eager for an early look should keep an eye out for the upcoming Steam closed beta test. More information will be played soon. I'm not going to play the whole thing, and since we have no volume, I don't think we have volume. And if we
got volume,
I'm muting it. So I'm just going to scan through this right quick. As you see, it looks like Cell evolves as he eats people.
Oh no!
So you start off like sell out the thing, and then you have to like catch people and eat them, and then you evolve kind of like the creature, kind of like when you played Evolve and the monster evolve for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like they're running around getting weapons. I guess different characters have different abilities. Throwing Kamehameha beams at people, trying to kill everybody. This game looks like it's going to be super dope, man.
Yeah. I like this.
Together with survivors, you had to survive.
Oh, snaps.
End up with perfect Cell, dog. This game looks like it's going to be ridiculous, dude.
Ridiculous. It's going to be intense.
Straight up, that last part, I thought she was throwing him to Cell, like, take him, not me instead. I was, if that would be so dirty.
That would have been in typical Bulma fashion, though.
It's true, but that would have been so dirty if that was that character's ability. Like, oh, you can sacrifice other survivors to save yourself, kind of. Oh man,
that would be dirty.
For all we know, it's gonna have something like that. What's your hype level from 1 to 10 for this game for Sega?
Dude, I'm absolutely ecstatic about it because I was so into Evolve, I was so hyped for it, and then it just dropped.
It was horrible. I played the beta and was like, I'm never playing this game again.
But it looked like it was going to be so phenomenal.
But I honestly think that's because of the hype off of Left 4 Dead 2, and we were so wanting another game like that, but they were trying to make something that was so different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then just like Back 4 Blood did it good enough. It's not Back 4 Blood isn't as good as the Left 4 Dead series was, but that's literally all you had to do to make people play a game is make something like that.
Right. But I'm super hyped for it. I was never a big fan of Dead by Daylight. I couldn't get into it. Super hyped for this though.
Well, it reminds me kind of like the Friday the 13th game too that had a big buzz. Everybody was playing.
Played that. Yeah, I played that for a good while. Me and my buddies were big on that one.
Hey, what do you think about it, Intel?
I'm elated. I can't freaking wait. That sounds dope. Especially with the fact that you're able to transfer your Xenoverse 2 save data. So that does open up the thought of, are you going to be able to use your created characters in this, or are you going to be able to? Is it going to be a created character transfer, or are they going to make it where you can transfer items from the shop that you purchased over? You know, like it could really go any way. So like whether you have your own custom character, or if you get to deck them out in Xenoverse 2 gear, it's still ill. And the fact that they were actually able to work something like that into a video game, I personally would have never thought to be like, I wonder what they do if they made a game with just the villains. And that's actually dope how they did that. And only other thing that I'm waiting to see is if they make it where, you know what I'm saying, they give a little bit more backstory on the villains in this game.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, they're having you play from their perspective.
They said 7 different villains, and they only mentioned Cell, Frieza, and Boo. So
I'm curious.
As far as I remember, I'm almost certain they're gonna have King Piccolo. That's like he was iconic.
Right.
He's iconic.
Broly.
Yeah, Broly's got to be one.
I'm curious if they're gonna go even as far as even Goku Black from the Super Series.
Goku Black will be nuts.
They definitely. I doubt that they'll make him I doubt that they're gonna make him a primary release, but I know for certain they're gonna have to make him a DLC
at some point for sure.
Yeah, Cooler
definitely. I can definitely see Cooler being one as well. Then because they said Cell, Frieza, Majin Buu. What was another villain they had? Raditz was definitely one, but I don't know.
Would they do Vegeta?
I'm not sure though.
Yeah, would they do Vegeta? Would they do Vegeta?
Because technically he started off as the villain, you know.
True. I think that they're going to give us Majin Vegeta. I don't think they're going to give you the regular Vegeta. I think they'll give you Majin Vegeta because he definitely was a little more bloodthirsty.
Or start as regular Vegeta. Power up to Majin Vegeta, and then maybe power up into Uzuru.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see that.
And destroy stuff.
I already forgot that you start off as like base form and then it evolves. I already forgot about that straight up. So that'd be cool.
You got a point because so it could go Vegeta, then Uzaru, and then Majin. Yeah.
Right. What if they do the androids?
I'm trying to. The androids are a bet, ain't they?
True.
Right. Androids in there.
They have to create an event with both 17 and 18. Like they got to make some type of like event out of that where 2 people are playing 17 and 18 and got people running around from them.
Or maybe they'll do something where like one person can actually control 17 and 18, and maybe they swap them out and they do different stuff, like when you switch the character out.
I think they got a character similar to that in Dead by Daylight, where it's like 2 different versions or something like that. And so you start off as like the one character, but then you can like transform into a different character, and you got different abilities and stuff like that. That I like that.
I have the top 10 Dragon. Well, I got top 10. I'm going with Super because I want to see Super. Top 10 Dragon Ball Super villains. Top 7. I'm sorry. Broly, Jiren, Beerus, Frieza, Moro, Hit, and Zamusu.
I wouldn't necessarily consider. I couldn't consider Hit a villain. Nor could I consider Jiren either.
I can't consider him a villain, but
Hit's friggin' power set I would be terrified of.
Right.
If I was surviving.
Exactly. He'd be too overpowered. They would like. I don't think that they.
But that's the point.
Put Hit in there without nerfing him.
I feel like because that's the whole premise of the game. No. They ain't got to do that because whatchamacallit, what was it? You're supposed to be non-powered versus all-powerful. Like that hits it straight on the nail. Like that'd be perfect.
But you also got to factor in though, Hit can literally store time and lock you into his own little time dome. You know what I'm saying? Like
put it on like a 30-second cooldown and only
like,
lasts 2 seconds. That you can make that an ability.
You got a point there. That could be done. But then that, like I said, that's nerfing him though.
True.
Yeah.
They literally would have to nerf it.
True. I have the top 15 Dragon Ball villains of all time. As voted by fans. All right.
Okay.
15 is Garlic Jr.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
And to be specific, Dead Zone, Garlic Jr.
Yeah.
Okay.
14 is Moro from the Galactic Patrol Prisoner Saga, and Moro was
Dang,
OP.
that's low.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That's
really low for somebody
man.
with 13. I don't know how we forgot about this, because maybe we just forget about Dragon
Android
Ball
13.
GT.
Oh yeah.
Baby.
Right.
We
The
totally
Southern
forget about
Android.
Dragon Ball GT.
But because a lot of people they push it over there,
No, Baby was a good character. The storyline in Dragon Ball GT was
it was. But people push GT as a series just to the side. It ain't Dragon Ball, even though it's Dragon Ball GT.
12 was cooler.
Well, sadly, Akira Toriyama did confirm that every Dragon Ball is actually canon. It's just a different universe.
Yeah.
So
12 is cooler. 11 is Beerus from Battle of the Gods. 10, this isn't fair, because they put the Ginyu Force as a team.
That'd be kind of fun.
I'm not gonna front. They were a pretty sinister team, man.
They got what, 15 episodes altogether, as a whole in their whole thing. So, I mean,
9 is Broly from the legendary Super Saiyan movie. 8 was Goku Black.
Okay.
7 is Dr. Gero.
Yeah.
6 is the androids. 17 and 18.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
I was about to say that's a lot of androids.
Right.
Yeah.
You got like 22 of them.
Yeah, 5 is Majin Buu. I feel like there's low for Buu.
Goku better not be number 1.
I swear to God.
Goku is the biggest villain in Dragon Ball history.
He is, but if they vote him as number 1 villain, I'm just gonna be upset because he's technically the protagonist.
No, he's not. He's the reason everything happened.
No, he gave his son's opponent a sensu bean. That's villain status.
Yeah,
bro, he straight up put the whole universe on the chopping block just because he wanted to fight someone.
4 is Piccolo.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 is Vegeta, specifically Majin Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga.
Okay.
2 is Cell from the Imperfect Cell Saga.
What? So 1 is Frieza.
Yep, 1 is Frieza.
I was kind of hoping Goku was gonna be number 1 at this point when I said it.
Goku is the biggest villain of his own story, dude.
He is.
He really is, though.
And he's a deadbeat dad.
That's okay. He's got Piccolo.
Wait. You can't fall sands to how they are as parents. You know what I'm saying?
But he was raised.
Vegeta is an anomaly.
He was raised as a human. Piccolo is an alien. Is a better dad than him.
I get that. But the thing is, you got to remember, Saiyans it's in their nature to not necessarily be caring to their children. You know what I'm saying? Vegeta, he got that. He's the way he is because of Bulma. He came to Earth and found out about Earth's ways and everything, and he basically fell in love with Bulma and everything, started learning the Earth customs. But Goku, like, you can tell just by the way he acts, he's a true Saiyan at heart. He may not have been raised on planet Vegeta, but he definitely got that Saiyan heart.
True, but it's still, it's that whole nature versus nurture thing, and it takes both. And that man just straight up threw nurture out the window. He was like, "Nah, Piccolo's got this."
True. But I mean, he sacrificed himself so that they could live. You know what I'm saying? He made that sacrifice during the Raditz fight. So
is it really a sacrifice though when he knows he's coming back 3 episodes later?
He knew they was gonna wish him
back. He knew they were gonna wish him back.
I mean, he knew they were gonna wish him back, so he just had to take care of Gohan while he was gone.
Right. I mean, that's why I love
like the 4-year gap in between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z where Gohan was born. He was being a good dad to Gohan.
What about when he disappeared to learn instant transmission? And he
didn't even go back home, bro.
Right, didn't even bother going back home. Yeah, he was gone for what, like a year or something.
Now on that one, I feel like he did that for the sake of being stronger, so that he could help protect the planet. Because he did fall onto Yardrat purely by accident, because he ended up getting into the sand pod and landed there. And once he saw what they were capable of doing, I'm pretty sure he's like, you know what? Let me learn this. and take it back home.
I get you that. But
Yeah.
I'm way more interested in this game than I am interested in Naruto and Fortnite.
Oh, very true. 100%.
Definitely.
Oh
Naruto and
yeah.
Fortnite will get me
Oh
there
yeah. I'm
for
locked in on
maybe a
this one.
week. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all right, what system are we buying it
It
on?
gets boring.
It's free. Fortnite's free. What you mean?
I'm not talking about Fortnite. I'm talking about the Dragon Ball game. What system are we
Oh,
buying it on?
I gotta use my gaming PC at some point, right? This big lug of
So
gorgeousness.
so that means I have to buy it on
Yeah.
Xbox then.
I'm definitely getting on
Yeah.
PC.
So I gotta buy
I'm
it on
definitely about to
Xbox.
grab it on PC because I'm converting to PC gaming real soon.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
gotta buy it on Xbox. That's where I could play too. So
I mean, you were gonna buy it on
Yep.
Xbox anyways. What you
I
mean?
probably it'll probably end up free on Game Pass.
Right. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's Bandai Namco.
Right.
Bandai Namco. Microsoft will probably own them by
By next year. Yeah,
next
right.
year. By
But
the time this game come out.
I can
Naruto and
believe
Fortnite's
it.
gonna get me there for a week. This game, I could see myself playing this for a good while. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they keep the content out and they support it.
Yeah,
It'd be
you
pretty
get
good.
a group of friends. Even you don't even need other people. If you get like a decent group of friends to be playing this with you, this is fun nights like all the damn time, dude. Straight up.
Cool.
Yeah, I can see the weekend hanging at the friend's crib with the game system thing happening again with that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Straight up.
All right, guys. Forsaken, do you have an anime you want to suggest?
It's a little sad because I guess it's last week. Last week's episode of this anime did not come out because they had delays with the production and everything. So they apologize for that. But it's a new show that the second season just came out for this season. It's called 86. I've been blasting this on the Instagram. I've been talking about this every so often in the podcast. Definitely go check this out. It touches a lot of very crazy topics. Animation's great, story's great. Go check it out, dude. Straight, it's gorgeous.
Do you have one to suggest? It could be anything, something old, something new. Suggest that if you're a fan of anime, you need to find something that you need to watch.
Actually, I did stumble across one a few weeks ago that had me stuck, and now I'm waiting to see if they're gonna come out with another season. There's this show that it goes by. It's called Cells at Work. It's a one season anime. It's on Netflix right now. It was made back in like 2018, but they did come out with a new Amazon Prime ended up picking it up and coming out with a second season. But it's basically just going. It's basically everything that's going on inside of the human body in anime form. You know what I'm saying? The
You want to
red
learn
blood cell, white
biology?
blood cells, all of that. Yeah, you want to learn biology? You want to get your kids to sit down and learn about the human body? Have them watch that. They got the white blood cells going through killing bacteria, all type of stuff. And then they have another season that then there's another season that's on Amazon Prime for it called Cells at Work Code Black. That one, on the other hand, is a little more graphic. I don't suggest that you watch it with the kids unless, like, you know what I'm saying, use your parental discretion at that one, because they attack a lot of things like erectile dysfunction, STDs, stuff like that, heart attacks and pulmonary embolisms. Like, they go in depth with that season.
Right.
And that one they
high
just
school
aired
biology
that this
stuff.
year.
Yeah. That's high school biology, college biology stuff.
Yeah, but it's definitely worth watching.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Okay. I rocks with it. I would have to. I'm gonna go back to anime 2001. Y'all might kill me for this. Fruits Basket.
Classic.
Yeah. It does have a reboot. It got rebooted in like 2019, but it's only like 25 episodes the first season. The series follows Tanru Honda, an orphan high school student who moves into a house with her classmate. On the first day of living there, she inadvertently discovers the family's curse. 12 of the Sama family members are possessed by the spirits of the Chinese zodiac and transform into their animal when, among other things, they're hugged by someone of the opposite gender. It's weird, but it's entertaining and it's something for everyone in it. If you take the chance to check it out, just think about real life aspects of that if you transformed into your zodiac sign every time somebody from the opposite sex hugged you.
Dude, RB Cola absolutely loves that show. Straight up. So that's a quality show right there for you.
Yeah. And I just gotta let you guys know.
What was the name of that again, bro?
Fruits Basket.
Yeah, Fruits Basket.
I really don't want to do this, but I'm gonna preview something right quick. Should I give it to him? When we come back next week, so next Saturday, we're gonna have a new look. Should I preview the look for him?
Just real quick.
Preview the look for him.
Yeah, like flash on, flash out kind of thing.
Like half second.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that nine.
Yeah, buddy.
I like that. Okay.
Dope.
So, if anything, come back for that so you guys can see it. I might put it up there again so you guys can see it. Straight up. Hey, Intel, man. Tell them where they can find you at.
It's cracking.
Yes.
You can follow me on Instagram at Intel the Brain, INTELDABRAIN. You can find me on Facebook by the same name. All streaming platforms. Intel is the proper pronunciation. Intel the Brain. You anywhere. I'm on all major streaming platforms. Just look out for me. You know what I'm saying? I've got a lot of projects coming. Next year is going to be a little over 50 songs dropped. So
Jesus,
I got a lot of content coming for you guys.
That's what's up.
Forsaken. Let them know where they can find you at, bro.
You already got it on the bottom right there. You can always find me over at Anime Assembled on Instagram. Just like I was saying, I post a lot of recommendations up there. We do memes, we do the thumbnails and everything, what we cover in the podcast. You can even find me at Forsaken_Powers, but honestly, I don't really post a whole lot there. Of course, if you want to follow there, why not? I mean, maybe I'll post from there from time to time, but it's definitely Anime Assembled on Instagram. That's where you'll find me.
As always, guys, you know where you can find me. You can find me right here at A Plus Hero Report on YouTube, or you come over to the Facebook and join us at A Plus Opinions. We have a lot of topics and conversations going over there. It gets real hype over there, especially with that Spider-Man trailer dropping. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Spider-Man is right around the corner. We actually did a live. You can check that on YouTube right. Well, this airs on Saturday, so it would have been up already. You can go check that.
Okay.
I was going to say right now, you can check that because we got that. No, we're live. Oh, crap. We are live. Okay. You guys can check that. Why are we live? I did this all backwards. I don't know what I'm doing. No, I'm recording. It's record only. I'm confused.
You'll be all right. So at least now I know the notification, what that was for.
Yeah, I am so sleepy. No, it's record only. I looked and I was like, why does it say live right there? Yeah, I need to go to bed. I've been up doing this for way too long.
Maybe.
Yeah, I had to get all this stuff made. This will be the new look. I think we got a little bit tired of the yellow. We wanted to accent the red of the Hero Report. You know what I'm saying? Of that A plus A. And we decided to go with this. You know, we still keep our chibis in the corner. We just wanted something fresh. We're trying to update the channel. But make sure you go stream Intel's music, all streaming services. If you got Apple Music, if you got Spotify, anything on your phone, just go search Intel the Brain. All you got to do is hit download on that album and check it out at your leisure. Support independent artists, especially if you're locally. This man put together a great album. If you're into anime, you'll catch a lot of cool stuff in what he's saying, man. Like straight up. He's
keep in mind that's only the 0.5 edition.
Yeah, there's another one
coming. The full
coming.
album is coming next year.
Yeah, so you guys make sure you check that out. You can find me at Nerd Mix Alpha everywhere. Yes, the link up will be back Saturday. So you're gonna get an episode of Anime Assembled and an episode of the link up every Saturday. Stay tuned for Lights Camera Action. Of course, we have A Plus Hero Report every Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I don't even think it's here because I deleted it. Oh, that sucks. Don't worry, this is recorded, so I'll put it in at the end. I'm gonna let Adam tell you guys how to join the Patreon. I am too sleepy for this tonight. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning making graphics. Tell them how to find us, Adam, and we'll check you out. We'll check you guys out later. And before I go anywhere, we want to say thank you to the amazing and talented Soni Aralynn for our intro.
Yes, thank you.
One of the most amazing cosplayers on the planet. You guys make sure you go follow her at Soni Aralynn. She hasn't streamed in a while, I don't think, but still go follow her. Check her out. She has great, amazing content and a free OnlyFans if you guys want to check that out too. So until next time, as always, keep it A+. This has been Anime Assembled, and we out of here.